and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's now working. Okay, right, bear with. I'm sorting it out. So I need to start NVIDIA broadcast. I do not need a new computer, I just need to know how to work it. Okay, now we're on. That's right. Now we've got it. It is salvageable. Technical issues a go. We are now sorted. Yeah, Amy says we can see and hear you now. Thank goodness for that. I think there must... Oh no, hang on a minute. No, another camera's gone. Oh dear. Right, camera issues still not... So sound is sorted, but there's a camera that's not working. No, they are all working. What's going on there then? Right, all the cameras are working, but for some reason, one of them is not showing. So bear with me again. Yeah, I know, I'm well aware. Dear. Where's camera 4? Oh, camera 2 left. Right. I'm sorted. I think I'm sorted. Although camera, we may not have a camera 4 today because, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, we must have done 5k by now, have we? Now that I've got that sorted out. Oh, not even 1k. Victoria, you could have done this run. Victoria is sitting on her backside on the sofa over there. She could have been running, but she's got a hurty finger, so she can't. My wife has a broken finger, and don't I know it? Right. After all that shenanigans... Oh no, look! No, there's still more stuff gone wrong. What the heck is that? What is that? Something disastrous has happened to my computer tonight. What is going on there? There's a football match. Yes, well, it's not really a football match. I think they're supposed to be playing basketball. Tina Beard is putting you to shame, Victoria. She says, I have a post-op neck and COVID and I'm still running. Thank you. Thank you, Tina, for sticking up for me. I know that you're sticking up for me. Victoria is just basically admitting that she is being lazy. Sarah Jacobson says, though, she's run like 1 million ultras in the past few months. Give her a break. Yeah, and she's got another ultra next month. We're doing 50k next month in Wales with Jeff Partridge as well. Jeff, which distance are you doing at UTS? Yeah, with Clive as well. So Jeff Partridge, Clive Finnemore and myself and Victoria are all going to Wales next month to run the UTS 50k. But we're not quite sure whether Jeff is doing the same run as us, whether he's doing a longer distance or not. Yeah, hilly and technical. Now Clive's saying that looks like a wonky camera. Oh dear. Oh right, apparently Jeff Partridge is not doing UTS this year. So why did we think he was then? Did I? Oh, apparently I told Victoria that you were doing it, Jeff. Sarah Jacobson has almost caught up with the group. That's this little group that has Amy, Nikki, Tina, Clive, Jeff, Paul Hayward in it. So, and hopefully Sarah Jacobson's going to stay with us as well. Darren Van Dit is a little bit behind. He's going to no doubt speed past us any minute. Darren is slowly recovering from an injury. He's not quite fully there yet, but he is back. Nice big group here, actually. We've got Mika just behind us. Not the pop star Mika. Gosh, do you remember Mika from the, about 20 years ago, was it? 10, 20 years ago? I think Mika had one good song that I remember. Sarah Jacobson is doing 4 miles today. So she's leaving us for 2 miles on our own later on. I think I'm going to have to put the fan on because it is really warm. AGMT says 25.6 degrees Celsius, 44% humidity. So, gang, are the morning videos helping? Question mark. Sue gang? So gang? Yeah. I will in a minute. Tina says they're making us laugh. Amy likes them. So because Clive has suggested it, for the past couple of days, I've just been doing video in the morning, a very brief video in the morning explaining what I'm going to be doing during the day. So hopefully that's helping. Santiago, hello Santiago. He says, ride on. Thank you, buddy. Nice to have you on board with us. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Nice to have you with us. If you want to ask a question or say anything in chat, I am watching chat. A lot of the usual suspects are in there, so Paul Hayward, Clive and Tina and Amy. But Santiago's just joined us, so hello to you. Anyone else who wants to ask a question or throw abuse or whatever you want to say, the chat is there and I can see it. So if you can you want to have a chat with me, by all means, ask away or shout away or whatever you want to do. We are here for another 47 minutes. Sorry? Yeah. Well, I think... How much did we spend on shopping? We have just spent £183 on shopping at Sainsbury's. We purchased 60 litres of Coke. We purchased 60 litres of Coke. Tina says that's just the wine. Jeff Partridge says it cost me that much to fill up the van with diesel. Clyde Finnemore says our shopping bill is that every week from Tesco. JJ says we get Coke by the gram. This is all for the aid station that we are manning tomorrow. South Downs Way 100 miler. Fueled by Coke by the gram, apparently. I'm not sure we'll get away with it. Yes, aid stations don't tend to have Mountain Dew in the UK. It's usually Coca-Cola. And only very occasionally cocaine. We have got Marmite, Paul, yes. Paul Hayward says that's a lot of jars of Marmite. No, we didn't buy 60 litres of Marmite. Are we going out to support the Serpent Trail in 3 weeks, Stephen? I don't think so. Apparently that's the same day that we're in Wales, so we definitely won't be at the Serpent Trail. Amy, when are you going to America, and what are you doing in America? Tell us that in the midday sun, 60 miles into a 100-mile race, Paul. Full stop. Coca-Cola goes down a treat then. Oh, Disney in August. Very nice. Have a fantastic time at Disney, Amy. I've been to Disneyland in Florida. Fantastic, really, really amazing. But it was a long, long time ago now. Marmite sandwiches at 60 miles, absolutely delicious. Uh, 23-ish. The aid station that we're manning tomorrow is about 23 miles into the 100-mile run that everyone's doing. Amy Green says she went to Florida to Disneyland when she was a child. She's got two girls who are unaware that they will be going to Disneyland very soon. How exciting. Oh yes, Jeff, is that T in inverted commas? Is it your specialty? Yes, surely salmon would go a bit yucky in the heat. Right, apparently salmon resurrected TFN from the dead. Sweaty cheese chunks, yeah, no thanks. And is sweaty cheese chunks one of your euphemisms, Jeff? Okay. Thanks for coming. Right, Victoria's going inside. She's had enough of listening to me waffling on, making a fool of myself. Right, that camera's out of line, isn't it? Whoa! No, that's still not right. That was very weird. That didn't seem to be doing anything at all then. Oh, hang on, it's that camera. Not camera 4. Idiot. Can't beat a pot noodle in the middle of the night on a 100-miler. You can't beat a pot noodle in the middle of the night on a 100-miler. I'll say that again. You can't beat a pot noodle in the middle of the night on a 100-miler. Pot noodle or just those kind of noodle soups that you get in the packets. Or old rice pudding straight from the tin. Sushi. Wow. Yeah, warm broth and noodles sounds good. Yes, warm soup and noodles sounds very good. Rice pudding with a sprinkle of nutmeg. And woe betide your head of crew if they forget the nutmeg, eh, Paul? I meant to say woe betide, but it said won't be tied for some reason. I seem to be falling behind my gang, so I shall just catch up a bit. That's a nice crowd of people, isn't it? Good gang. A good gang of people all running together. Herbert Crabell is with us now as well. Hey Herbert. We'll stop. How is the training going for CCC? Right, just bring the pace right back down again. We must arrange where to meet in Chamonix, Herbert. So if you're just joining us on YouTube, hello, welcome along. We are kind of almost halfway through the ZLDR Recovery Hour. We're about 26 minutes in, 27 minutes in. So we should do about 9K by the time we've finished. I do love that cafe by the start arch. But I also love the cafe high up on the hill. I can never remember what that cafe is called. In fact, there's two. There's one There's one right at the top, and then there's one halfway down, both of which are absolutely beautiful on the cable car side of the mountain, up the side of Mont Blanc, not the other side with La Flagère. Try and get to 60 miles a week by August and 10,000. Do you want me to try my proper French accent, Sarah? Question mark. Right, so I did a video about 4 years ago when I ran CCC in Chamonix in 2018, and on the video I call the mountain Mont Blanc, and every French person who watched the video told me I should not pronounce the C at the end. It was an embarrassment. So from now on I always try, when I'm mentioning the name of the highest mountain in Western Europe, it's Mont Blanc. Halfway people. I am definitely a halfway person. Yep. So 30 minutes gone, 30 minutes to go of the ZLDR recovery run. Been a very easy week so far for me. I am going to try and do a hard session this weekend, but I don't know when I'm going to fit it in. Have you ever finished a UTMB race? Been 4 times now, only finished once. Thank you, Herbert. Full stop. Jeff is taking the Mickey as usual. Herbert still has to run 52 minutes. Okay. I'm quite happy just doing 9k this evening. 8 or 9k is quite fine by me. That'll leave me with 30k to do over the weekend, so hopefully I can do like a 7 to 8k fast hard session, and then like 20 odd k long run on Sunday. But I don't know whether I'll have to fit the hard session in tomorrow evening after I've finished at the aid station on the South Downs Way. So we'll see whether I've got the energy to do that. I might be too tired. To be fair, Jeff, I am a slacker. Falling asleep on the side of the trail at TDS was unforgivable. I have often wondered whether I should get the Tinder app. Full stop. My wife is on it. She says it's really good. Right, Tina's done 5k. That's enough for her. Take care, Tina. Tina is off. And I imagine that Sarah Jacobson will be finishing fairly soon. Everyone just missed my post then about Tinder, which is probably just as well, really, because I could have got in quite a lot of trouble for it. I don't know if Sarah's going just yet. Oh, here we go. Ari and I always joke about going on Tinder to compete to see who would get the most matches. Sarah Jacobson didn't miss that, did she? Oh, Amy Green says we all heard it, Stephen. Sarah says, I'm still here for a little bit. You can't get rid of me that easily. Sarah's doing 4 miles. That should be another kilometre or so. Yeah, actually, yeah. So Sarah is with us for another 5 or 10 minutes. Tinder could be the modern babushka. Although I see Kate Bush is very popular again all of a sudden, thanks to Stranger Things. Tina did 8k on the trails today, so 5k tonight and 8k earlier on. Well done, Tina, good job. I tell you what, Tina, honestly, regardless of the fact that you've just had COVID and you're post-op, you must be pretty darn fit, you know. You must be fit. He was also very good at cloud busting. Oh, Jeff says 10 kph from 40 minutes. Oh, there's a test. Who wants to do that? 10 kilometers per hour when we get to 40 minutes. That's in 3 minutes time. Sarah Jacobson is impressed. She says, Tina, I didn't run for over a month when I'd had COVID. Amy Green says maybe in response to Jeff Partridge suggesting we go at 10 kph. If the majority of us just speed up, I'm sure we can drag everyone else along with us. Right, in 2.5 minutes, we're going to 10 kph for the final 20 minutes. Let's do it, says Jeff. Clive Finnemore says he's also got to run 10k or he can't sleep. Clive, are you one of those nightmare people who runs around the field at the end just to clock up the correct mileage in your brain? Oh no, Amy wants to round it up as well. No, Herbert, we are speeding up in 1.5 minutes. Wait, not everyone runs around in circles in the parking lot after mileage. You are all mad. Someone complained at me on Strava once because I ran 13 miles instead of 13.1 in a training run. They couldn't believe I wouldn't round it up to a half marathon. Why? I just, I don't care. It's a training run. Why bother rounding it up to a half? It's like a 0.1. Who cares? To be fair, I have rounded up before. I have done it before. But in general, I try and get over myself. And I say, honestly, it really doesn't matter. Right, Sarah Jacobson cares. So, Sarah, we have found something that we are not entirely similar at. That wasn't a very good sentence. I apologise for my sentence construction. Right, Sarah says, let me ask you this. Does Victoria run around more to round up to exact mileage? Yes, actually, she does do it more than me. Yeah. Yes, Victoria will definitely run round the car park to round up the mileage. Fair enough. There is no such thing as super shoes. There are just running shoes. Full stop. Everyone needs to get over themselves. Oh, Sarah Jacobson does make an exception if she's running for time and not distance. Fair enough. That's with the rounding up thing. Yes, I'm just messing about as well. Full stop. But I also don't like it when people call running poles cheat sticks. Have you heard the modern version of that, Herbert? Question mark. there was an updated version to go with a TV advert, which was absolutely awesome. Really good song, that. Anyone know it? Always in the kitchen at parties? Brilliant tune. Oh, of course. I'm 4 minutes behind because I didn't speed up. I didn't speed up, did I? Sorry, forgot about that. 15 minutes to go, vintage Stephen didn't speed up. I know, wasn't paying attention. Strange. It's not like me not to pay attention. I am usually so on the ball, it's crazy. Right, so I have 5 minutes late. I have now sped up to 10 kph. I'm surprised that none of you bothered to tell me. Some friends you are. Here's me chatting away, still going at 9 kph, 5 minutes after I'm supposed to have sped up to 10 kph. And Amy, Jeff, Clive and Paul are all 20 seconds ahead of me now. I'm never going to win now, am I? Oh, Amy said I did, but you ignored me. No, I didn't ignore you, I just didn't understand. I saw you said Stephen 10 and yeah, no, okay, fine. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. All right. I remember seeing Amy saying Stephen 10. I do remember that. But I was too busy thinking about something else. I was too busy getting wound up about super shoes and cheat sticks. Right, 7k in with 15 minutes to go. No, 13 minutes to go. Very difficult to finish a race using cheese sticks. They are superb initially, but after 100 kilometers, I've usually eaten most of them. So not much help climbing the hills with them. Cheese and pineapple hedgehogs? What the heck is going on here? Right, look, there they are, all up ahead there. Should I speed up and catch them up? Aludel has stopped. Did you just put an E on the end of potato? You lot don't get away from me that easily. So what should we do tomorrow? Friday evening. No, yeah, it's Saturday evening. I'd like to do a hard session. Whether I do it on the treadmill or not, I don't know yet. It kind of depends what time I get back from the aid station. Help out volunteering business on the South Downs Way 100. I'll have you know, this is retro cool, Jeff. All these newfangled runners in their 2022 pride, it. I'm still rocking it from 2019. Yeah, Tina, I want to do a hard interval session, but I don't know whether I'll be too tired tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is kind of the only time that I can do it. So I need to do a longish run on Sunday. Yes, Jeff, I am still down with the kids. Whereas you're just an old fogey. I don't have any grey hair yet. And just to prove that, I'm going to keep my cap on. Sarah Jacobson doesn't have the Pride kit yet. What, down with the kids? Down with the kids is a legitimately cool phrase. No, it's not, says Amy. Rude. Yes, your kids are 35 and 40. Oh, Jeff, not Jess. Would you mind changing your name to Jess, please, to correct my voice to text fail? Right, Tina says, no grey hair, don't make me laugh. What are you talking about? When was the last time you saw me with grey hair? Just make sure this hat is definitely on. I am going to go full on Philip Schofield 1989. Remember that? Do you remember Philip Schofield when he started to go grey really early on and he started dyeing his hair and it looked ridiculous? So he eventually admitted defeat and just went grey quickly. I think he was grey by the time he was 30 or something. Anderson is done. Well done. That's Anthony Anderson. Thanks for joining, Anthony. You should see some photos of me just a couple of years ago. Gosh, did you, Tina? Wow. Yeah, I think I have to blame Victoria again. I started going grey as soon as I met Victoria. So the early photos of Victoria and me together, 15 years ago or so, 13 years ago, my hair is brown, not black, but not a grey hair in sight. 2 years later, of course, the first flecks of grey started to appear. Clive, show off. So Clive is 46 and has no grey hair yet. You see, I still think when I was 46, I probably just had a little bit, but not much. Well, Tina, Victoria isn't listening anymore, so I can say what I like. Hello, Trucking Lad. That's Louis. Louis is Trucking Lad on YouTube. He says, when my GCSEs are done, I need to do some more running. You do, Louis, definitely. Didn't you say you live in Chamonix, Louis? I seem to remember, 2 or 3 years ago now? Talking to you and you said you lived in Chamonix? Or you were in Chamonix at the time? I don't know if you live there. Right, so we're just coming up to 9k. Very good. Sarah Jacobson says, I'm about to turn 40 and I ensure every 8 weeks that I don't have a grey hair in sight. Very good. Not a nod and a wink to a blind man. No, what's the phrase? A nod is as good as a wink to a blind man. Oh, okay, right, so Louis doesn't live in Chamonix, but he has a house there, but he lives in London. Okay. So you're not far from me then. Clive Finnemore says, you'll never guess who I bumped into the other week. Who was it? Tell us all. Is it a blind... I thought it was a blind man. A nod's as good as a wink to a blind man, isn't it? Surely, not a blind bat. Okay, big bully, you've talked me into it. Right, Jeff Partridge, on pain of death, has convinced me to do 10k, so 800 more meters to do. It'll be the most excruciating 800 meters I've ever had to do. Actually, no, that's not true at all. Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's Blind Man. Found these spoons, sir. Very good, Centurion. Right, there's our 1 hour done. But we are going on to 10k, so we've got 700 meters to go. Now I'm back to looking really cool. Take care, Nikki. Jeff Partridge had a "What did the Romans ever do for us?" conversation at Parkrun the other week. Very good. Paul Deering, Timmy Mallet called earlier. He wants his sunglasses back. How rude. That's just rude, Paul. They're quality sunglasses. The cheapest I could get at Decathlon. If you ever want a pair, just go to Decathlon and say, what are your most budget sunglasses? And they'll hand you a pair of $2.99. I think they're probably a bit more than that, but anyway. The cheapest sunglasses. See, Amy likes them. And apparently Clive Finnemore says Timmy Mallet was on the 1980s bus at the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. Well, there you go. Well, ladies and jiggle spoons, it's been an inordinately large pleasure once again. Tina reckons I look so 2021. Isn't this kit from earlier? I thought this kit was like... Isn't this one from Pride about 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Maybe not. Maybe it is last year's kit. I don't know. It's been real. That's another thing that all the cool kids are saying round my way. Saying, not staying. Oh, for goodness sake. Useless. Right, just kind of try and get as many ride-ons in as I can before we go away. I forgot to give ride-ons earlier on, which I apologise for. Oh, Craven, 9 years old. Craven, who's that then? E. Craven, 9 years old. Fantastic running. Well done, buddy. Molly, well done, Molly. Oh, where's Molly gone? She's disappeared. Oh, Molly must have stopped. Right. That's it then. Just missed Molly Ganser, who's from Zwift. I'll just drop a few more ride-ons while we're here. Something to do, isn't it? McDougall and Wallace. There we go. That'll do. We are done here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part. Amy Green says bye-bye. Sarah Jacobson recognises my hipness. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciated. At least somebody, you know, amongst this rowdy rabble of reprobates recognises the coolness that is coming from Shed Quarters tonight. Right, enough of this absolute twaddle. That's a good British word, isn't it? Twaddle. Do you say twaddle in the States? Enough of this twaddle. Just means, you know, rubbish, nonsense, absolute twaddle. If somebody's talking rubbish, you say that's absolute twaddle. Great old-fashioned word. Paul Hayward says have a great weekend, everyone. Tina Beard says bye, see you soon. So I think probably I'll go outside tomorrow evening if I manage to get back from the South Downs Way 100 volunteer aid station in time. I'll do a session outside tomorrow, and then long run on Sunday. So we'll be back Monday for the community run. So Monday evening UK time 6:30 for the ZLDR FMR Pack MHG community run on Monday. Till then, Jeff Partridge says wordy. Oh, wordy. You mean there was a TV programme, wasn't there? Wordy. Yeah, I don't quite recall it, but I think I know what you're talking about. Anyway, that's enough from me. I am off. I'm going to go and have a shower, have some food, and get ready for tomorrow's adventures. So thanks very much for watching. Thank you for the chat in-game and on YouTube, and we'll see you again on Monday back here on the Zwift Run Live channel. It's not the Zwift Run Live channel anymore. It's the Zwift Run channel. Reprobate. Rudy reprobates. I think Jeff's been drinking again, so we'll just leave him to his gin under his tartan blanket. And we'll see you all later. Bye-bye, folks.